This is my intro music. Welcome to the video. I hope you like it lots, so don't forget to subscribe and click the thumbs up button. Now let's react.
Hey, hi, hello there, and welcome to another episode of An Anthropologist Watches Glitter and Lasers, making another ill-advised video for YouTube. It's morning time. This is my very first cup of coffee, which will be my only cup of coffee, but I haven't drank any of it yet. I woke up to the notification that Anna had posted a video. I walked 2 miles for a bagel while she's in New York. I don't know why she's in New York. I thought she flew home to Texas. So I don't know where in the timeline this video falls exactly. I watched, I think, 2 whole minutes of it before I was like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to respond to this one. The comments on this are not great. They're not nasty, but they're not friendly either. Scroll through all of why are the comments now all the way down at the bottom? Someone suggesting boots for the dog, so I guess we get to see the dog in this video. Someone pointing out that you'll walk more than 2 miles a day in New York. Someone pointing out her lack of dietary regulation on full display. Someone saying it's ridiculous how mean you act when you're in pain, but I can tell you find joy in something other than a bagel. Someone saying the dramatics. Not that deep. We know she ate the bagel and was fine. Someone just straight up saying liar, liar, pants on fire. I don't know. I haven't watched the whole video, but I've noticed you're still saying you ran a 5K. Getting the wrong food is the worst. Always check your order before leaving. So we're looking forward to some dramatics here. Now, remember, Anna has 2.2 million subscribers. This video is 14 hours old. It has fewer views than the last video I made on Anna has on my channel. And I'm almost at 7K followers. Pointing that out for anybody paying attention. By the way, thank you to everybody who's subscribed to the channel. Thank you to my members. Thank you to my subscribers. You guys rock. Thank you to everybody who's going to hit the thumbs up button. Welcome to this not quite awake reaction, which I don't know. Maybe this will be more fun. Y'all seem to like it when I'm half with it, so let's roll. I do want to point out that I think this video is going to fall under the dark anthropology principle of intent versus reception, because just going off of the few minutes of it that I did watch while waking up, it seems like Anna is doing her quirky thing that she does where she tries to be sarcastic. And I know it's sarcasm, or like I hope it's sarcasm. But unfortunately her delivery, I think, makes it come off as being nasty, like her attitude is really bad kind of a thing. She tries to do the self-deprecating humor, but it really just kind of comes off as whining. I guess my point is she's bad at sarcasm, if that's what we're actually witnessing is her attempt at sarcasm. Sarcasm's not everybody's cup of tea, yeah? So, you know, maybe it's okay. There's other forms of humor out there you could work on. But yeah, just, it seems like this is one of those vlogs that she puts up where she is intending for it to be kind of a quirky little, hey, look at where I'm traveling, come see the city with me kind of a thing. And it turns into a Anna has a meltdown over something minor and shows her ass on television once again and gets called out for it in the comment section. I guess my point is I'm kind of expecting this video to vanish. So I want to get reacted to it before it has an opportunity to do that. I could be wrong. But it just kind of gave off Target vibes, and we know what happened with the Target video. So let's go. This is a 15-minute video. I do have her sped up to 1:25, so if she seems animated, that's because I've sped her up. I've had a couple people say she sounds drunk or whatever in the comment section of my videos. That's because I've sped her up, I think. I know there's some idea that Anna's some kind of like walking lush, but there's literally no evidence in any of her videos to suggest that. So she had a drink on the Virgin cruise, and I think she mentioned one on the Disney cruise. I don't understand the alcoholism claims, and I really don't appreciate them, I guess is kind of where I'm going with that. Anyway, my point is if she seems animated, it's because I've sped her up. So that's my defense of Anna here. All right, so let's get into this. It is. Wow, that's loud. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. All right. Let us begin.
Help me on my journey. I've got two things to support me. The first, sweet-ass compression socks. The second, a dog that really also would like a bagel. So we are bagel buddies. We pursue our journey together.
It's New York. Isn't that what they do? Don't they do? Isn't that like one of the things in New York is bagels? Like, why? I mean, I get that she wants to show us the city, and I guess this is like the goal. The goal is the bagel, I guess. I don't know. I've been in New York exactly once, and that was longer in my past than I care to mention. Wow. It's been a long time. And the one and only place I ate at when I was in New York was called the Three Cups. It was really good pizza. And according to the maps, they're not around anymore. So R.I.P. Three Cups. Best pizza ever. Hearts. I guess this place must have really good bagels. I guess. I don't know, man. It's a bagel. How good can a bagel be?
And we will succeed.
Will
Real talk,
we?
the compression socks are not that sexy, but
They're also not actually compression socks, but go on. I'm wondering if this isn't before the surgery, because she's rocking when she's walking again. And in one of her videos after surgery, she was walking and she wasn't limping or rocking as much in that video that I noticed. But again, these are only like 1-minute clips on TikTok, so this is a 15-minute video. I'm just guessing this is pre-surgery, because in the shorts that she's been posting post-surgery, she's having a hard time walking 1.5 miles. So I can't imagine her walking 2 miles.
I'm trying to convince myself they're stylish. What do you think? Are these super cool or just, not so great? They're striped. They're striped. So
Also, I'm going to go off of timeline because Anna has a rainbow leash for the dog, and ergo it must be June, because apparently that's the only time of the year where rainbows can be out and about. Ask me my opinion on rainbow washing.
So we started our journey at the Westin Grand Central, which is on 32nd Street, and either 2nd or 3rd. And we're going to Tompkins Square Bagels, which is in Tompkins Square, which is several long blocks and many long blocks down. I should know the exact address, I did not, but that's part of the adventure.
I stopped. Okay, spoiler alerts. We're going to get to Grand Central. I stopped around that point because it aggravated me, and this is aggravating me here. She is so woefully unprepared to be our tour guide. These types of videos, I watch lots of people do these styles of videos, and it's because they're acting as if they are a tour guide, and they are taking us around places. And I get maybe like in the moment you don't have enough research on, or just enough like Wikipedia facts to sound like you know what you're talking about, but that's what voiceovers are for, and there's no voiceover here either. So this is what I talk about when I'm like, Anna's really bad at travel vlogs. She's just like, hey guys, I'm in a city. Do you see the city? See all the city? These buildings are big. Yeah, but let's go walk now. Okay, wait, what? Where are we?
Or part of the core planning. Pick which one works better for you. So, yeah.
And you can tell she's already in a shitty mood just because of how she's acting right now. Good morning, good, good.
That's where we're headed. But I Google Maps it too. This is pushing.
She is really lucky that dog is low-key, because she has no control over it when she's walking it.
She's been here for freaking forever. But it's a good breakfast. It's a solid breakfast. And we're right across from Grand Central. And since this walk is not about efficiency, let's go inside.
Okay. Pershing Square. Okay, so I know that Pershing Square has been there a while and it has good breakfast. I think I learned more from a mukbanger one time when they were eating at a chocolate shop about the chocolate shop and the history of the chocolate shop than I just learned about Pershing Square.
Princess was just really pretty. And I'm like, you know what? We're here. And I want to see it.
Okay.
And I told myself I would do whatever the hell I wanted on this walk. So this is what I want to do.
All right. Why are we going to Grand Central? I know why I would want to see it. However, I've been to Grand Central. I had to catch a train switch I had to catch a train switch out of Grand Central, and that was a nightmare. That was probably the most stressful experience I've ever had riding a train, and I missed my train in Chicago. That's how stressful switching trains in New York was. I will do anything to not have to do that again. If I were just visiting as a tourist, that would be completely different. I was traveling, I had to get to the next train. It is a nightmare down there. And yeah, just, a warning for people who want to do that, who have to transfer in Grand Central. There's very few signs. Nobody seems to know what's going on. I will be impressed if you can find someone that works there who can give you any kind of coherent directions. The 2 people I asked who worked there were just like, yeah, it's down that hallway. And there's like this 3-way split of a hallway. And I'm just like, I'm in the back rooms. This is like a nightmare of the back rooms. Anyway.
Grand Central is a train station.
Good job.
And it's old.
I think they also do the bus switch out of there too.
And that's about all I know about Grand Central. Oh, it's also pretty and old.
Grand Central Terminal, also referred as Grand Central Station or simply just Grand Central, is a commuter rail terminal located at 42nd Street and Park Avenue in Midtown Manhattan, New York, which is an island if you didn't know. Grand Central is a southern terminus of the Metro North Railroad, Harlem, Hudson, and New Haven lines serving the northern parts of New York Manhattan metropolitan area. It contains a connection to the Long Island Railroad through the Grand Central Madison Tunnel, which is massive, apparently, according to these numbers. The terminal also connects to the New York City subway. So, yes, you can switch to the subways inside Grand Central. When I was there, they were also switching out to the buses. Fun fact, Grand Central, there's probably a Grand Central in almost every state because of how the railroads built them, right? Okay, so let's get a little bit of history here. Grand Central was named by and for the New York Central Railroad, which built the station and its predecessors on the site. It has always been more colloquially and affectionately known as Grand Central Station. Most people, if you say Grand Central Station, they're probably thinking of the one in New York, unless you have one in your city. Like Indianapolis has Union Station, and you would just call it Union Station. It has a big fancier name, but we just call it Union Station. The station had been named Grand Central since before completion in 1913, and its full title is inscribed on the 42nd Street facade. I'm not going to read it. Grand Central was the replacement of 2 predecessors on the site, both of which were magnificent. The new Grand Central Terminal was to be the biggest terminal in the world, both in the size of the building and the number of tracks. It was meant to compete with Pennsylvania Station. Beautiful, is it not? That's the 31st Street. It's gorgeous. And Majestic Electric Train Hub being built in Manhattan's west side for arch rival Pennsylvania Railroad. Take that, Pennsylvania Railroad. By McKim, Mead and White. 3 white guys. New York Central picked the firm of Reed and Stem to handle the overall design of the station, and Warren and Wetmore for the station's Beaux Arts exterior. There was a whole thing about the exterior. We'll get to that in a second, I guess. Maybe construction on the Grand Central Terminal started on June 19th in 1903. Hey, that's the year my family immigrated here. And proceeded in phases to prevent rail service from being interrupted. The ground was massive, and the total cost of improvements, including electrification and the development of Park Avenue, was estimated to be $180 million in 1910 dollars. I don't know. Do inflation pricing things that people do and tell me what that is. Probably a lot. The last train left Grand Central Station at midnight on June 5th, 1910, and the new terminal opened on February 2nd, 1913. Dun, dun, dun. There has been a decline in rail travel. I know it can be a little bit of a pain in the ass, but I really recommend everybody ride the train. Just because A, it's overall better for the environment and just the economics of the country. And B, it's kind of pleasant, actually. And the more people that would ride the train, the better the train would get. So go ride the train. Support your local economy. Ride the train. Anyway, I guess my point is that Anna very easily could have just gone online and just read this, or probably even just gone to the Grand Central Station webpage and read the history of Grand Central Station off of the webpage, and probably done just as good a job, if probably not better, than I just did reading the Wikipedia entry to you about Grand Central Station, which is very extensive, by the way. I did not know that there was a hospital in Grand Central Station. Did not know that. The Baltimore Room is beautiful. I mean, Grand Central Station's kind of a thing. It's an institution more than just a building. So, I mean, if you're just going to wander into Grand Central Station and just go, ooh, you're really not getting the full effect of Grand Central Station. It's the same thing here with the 30th Street Station. It's very big, it's very beautiful, but if all you do is walk in to where you're just catching and leaving the trains, it doesn't look like much. But then you start looking at the other things that are on and inside the building and how the trains and the bus station moves there. Can you catch the U from 30th Street? I think you can. I think you can get onto the, but don't quote me on that because I've never actually tried. But that's kind of the thing. There's just so much going on. These are some of the food services and retail spaces inside Grand Central Station. There's a tennis court inside Grand Central Station. There's something called Carey's Hole, which the 2-story section directly beneath the shuttle passage. JP Carey opened a barber shop adjacent to and one level below the terminal's waiting room. Casey's business expanded to include a laundry service, shoe store, and haberdashery, which is a hat shop. Carey also ran a limousine service using Packard cars, and in 1930s he added regular cars and bus service to the city's airports as they opened. Carey would store his merchandise in an unfinished underground area in the terminal, which railroad employees and maintenance staff began calling Carey's Hole. This name has remained even as the space has been used for different purposes, including currently as a lounge and dormitory for railroad employees. That's a fun little factoid. Thank you, Wikipedia. Talk about the platforms and the tracks. The office spaces that are there. Again, there was a hospital. There was a library. Probably still is a minor library there. The architecture itself, the glory of commerce. This clock is like world renowned. Let's not talk about that, though. Let's not do any of that. That would take effort. No, Anna does not do effort.
I should know more. I'm not a historian. We're learning so much on this channel today. Can we look at this?
At least you're aware of the fact that you're like, suck at this.
The best part is the feeling.
This isn't even the best part. This is just the terminal. This is just where people buy tickets and get on and off of trains. Or frantically dash around looking for their gosh darn train. I'm not entirely sure if she's allowed to have the dog in there, to be perfectly frank. What is she doing?
That's so cool. You should do it right in the center.
Yeah, you should totally do that, you know, because there aren't, like, other people there.
That guy doing a sweet photo shoot. I don't want to cramp this style. I love that. We take all the beautiful photos you want, sir. Okay, I'm done. Let's go. I don't know if this company's still around.
Tell me you're the main character without telling me you're the main character. Ooh, I love this woman's hat. I need one of those, because I need another hat.
But if you ever see a truck like this, and it says Big Gay Ice Cream Truck on the side, you should go. And you should get the B. Arthur, because that's freaking delicious. Man, I hope they survived the pandemic. You just, like, never know. So John.
there's a thing called the internet, but you know.
Turn to me and you describe me so accurately. They hype you up for 50 minutes, and then they do, like it's like watching your nephew dance in his bedroom. They're like, look what I can do, but like on the street. Now occasionally you'll get a crew that's like really good, but most of the time that's not the case. We're at the New York Public Library. Oh, Data wants to read. We love an educated kid.
Watching her go upstairs is enlightening. She really can't move her legs, can she? She's not bending her legs. She's like swinging one leg up, lifting herself up on that leg, and then swinging the next leg up. She's not bending her knees.
Actually, I did not come here often when I lived here because prior to like recent times, it was very difficult to get a card here. You had to live in the city. Like if you lived in Brooklyn or Queens, you couldn't get a card here. Now anybody can get a card here.
You didn't... What? It's the New York Public Library. Why would they not let you have a card even if you didn't live in the right... Is Queens not New York? That might be part of my problem here. Is Queens not actually part of New York? In my head it is. Am I wrong?
And part of the reason they're doing that, and again, this is off the top of my mind, so I might be wrong, but I believe it so people can have access to books that are banned in schools.
Okay. Anna, you're the same age I am. Okay, look. Look. I mean, okay, whatever.
Let me double fact check that.
Does your phone not have internet? Is that the problem?
And we'll put some text if I'm wrong.
Further website, if you are 13 years or older and live, work, attend school, or pay property taxes in New York State, you can apply for a free library card. Because it's the state library. It's like the Philadelphia or the Pennsylvania Free Library. It's free because it's the library. I had to have that lesson taught to me when I first moved here because they're not necessarily free in Indianapolis. The Indiana Public Library System has fees. We don't have fees here, apparently, which kind of blows my mind because I've not grown up with that. But, I mean, it's a library, Anna. It's okay if you don't want to read books. That's fine, but you can read the internet.
I believe they've opened it up to like any student. It's kind of dope.
It's the library, Anna. How do you think libraries work? I am very concerned right now.
Watching them is like, look what I can do. Look what I can do.
Yeah, you should be making fun of people dancing on the streets, Anna. That's something that you should do. That's good optics.
Who's gonna give me money? Now what? Gotta hydrate. You know what else I do too? I'm just gonna do it because I think it's gonna help him cool him down.
My God, that dog is so thirsty.
Yeah, let me do it. Oh God. Shook it all off on me. Well, we were getting water for Data. One of the vendors' little kids, Chris, who was an absolute angel of a child, came over, pet Data, filled his water bottle. Then we told him that I was putting water on top of Data to keep him cool. He's like, I'm gonna help. So they started pouring water all over the... And his mom was like, Chris, no. I was like, it's okay.
I just want you to notice all the people that are like walking around her like a rock in the middle of a lake or in the middle of a stream because she has stopped right in the middle of the sidewalk right after a crosswalk. So people are trying to cross the street and get around her and John so that they can continue on their way, as opposed to moving off into the corner over there or just further up the sidewalk a little so that you're not immediately where people are trying to get off and walk. No. This is Philly. This is Philly right here. You do not stop and talk with anyone unless it is the middle of the street, in the middle of the crosswalk on a red light. By the way, you can get hit. It's okay. The people here amaze me. And this is very Philly.
And he was just like, I love your dog. And then when we walked, he was like, no. Chris, you just made my whole life. You just made my whole life. Sweet angel being never change. Stay sweet and wholesome and kind for the rest of your life. And I hope someday you get a dog.
I know she said dog, but it also sounded like, someday I hope you get a job. Yeah, Chris, get a job. Poor Data.
One thing I forgot, it's really funny, is Chris was like, why are you wearing those socks? And I didn't know what to say, so I said I'm sick. And I was just discussing it with John, and I was like, that was such a terrible answer. I should have been like, because I'm a superhero.
I'm pretty sure Chris isn't stupid.
And these socks help me fight crime. That's what I should have said. But instead I said, because I'm sick, which is the saddest answer I could have given. If you can think of a better answer, I'd love to know it down below. But for today, if anybody asks me again, why are you wearing those socks? That's what I'm gonna say. This store.
It's not that much, Anna.
I don't need any of this, but there's a part of me that would just love a lot of this really weird stuff in my house. Like this gold ombre to pink dog statue. Like,
Touche.
who doesn't need one of those in their house? Okay, so here's the thing that's really good about them, and I'm hoping today is a special day. Because if it's not, if I walk out this way and they don't have it, I'm gonna be mad. But they rotate their cream cheeses a lot, so there's different flavors all the time. I could write a whole thing about it, but there's one cream cheese. There's one cream cheese that's superior to all others, and that's the Kalamata olive cream cheese.
It does sound good, I'm not gonna lie.
And theirs in particular is, and I love that on a nice pumpernickel bagel.
Ah, that does sound good. That does sound delicious. I like cream cheese. I like Kalamata olives. I think I said that wrong. And I think a rye bagel would be pretty tasty.
Because I'm an old man at heart. So, you can get that combo at other places, but it's just not as good. It's just not as good.
Koreatown? That's awesome. I want to go to Koreatown. New York is so big. Guys, I can't explain to you how my mind gets blown when I think about the size of New York. It's like when I contemplate the size of the universe. I just cannot wrap my head around how big and how diverse New York City is, because it's just a city. And then you drive past it, or you see the skyline from anywhere, and you're just like, Jesus Christ, that city. It's like a whole world. I just want you all to understand, when it comes to New York, I'm very country mouse. Everything blows my mind about it.
Okay, so this is a place I've always wanted to go to that just conveniently was here. I didn't know it was, but then I saw it, and I thought they were close for the day.
Fluffy Yalgarden? Algarden? Fluffy Algarden?
But they're just opening for the day so we can go. So we've been here like 30 to 40 minutes and it's still not up and running.
You want me to believe that you sat there for 30 to 40 minutes waiting for cotton candy? It'll be there when you walk back, I promise.
And their artist is running late, and I have a limited amount of capacity for standing and walking today, and I really want that bagel, so we might have to abandon this side quest. And a little bummed, but it's okay. I'd rather have the bagel than this anyway.
Okay. There are a million different ways you could have done that without being petty about it.
It's funny, right as I gave up hope, the artist showed up. Now we gotta wait like 10 minutes for the artist to make the creation. So
Is this where the unicorn cotton candy came from? Okay, so this does kind of give us a little bit of a timeline then, because she posted shorts a while ago of her eating a cotton candy unicorn, which looked delicious, by the way. I'm a huge cotton candy fan.
I'll be honest, I'm impatient and I'm tired of waiting. So
Your words, not mine.
this better be good.
It's a ball! It is! Alright, we got a timeline. I hope you were nice to that man, because you were pretty shitty to the camera.
So cute! Okay, here we go. Whoa!
It's already... This is what I was talking about when I watched the first clip, though. I was like, it's so humid. And it still is. It's so humid here that thing would just melt as soon as you handed it to somebody, because it's just the humidity in the air. And you can see when she started to pull the hair off that it's kind of doing that. Ugh, that's the downside to cotton candy. I bet it's delicious. Here's my thing. Flavored cotton candy does nothing for me because I can't taste the different flavors, but just like the sugar itself, it's fine. It's fine. I will eat that whole goddamn thing. I don't care what it tastes like. Well, within reason.
It may taste like cotton candy.
I mean, yeah.
Really cool cotton candy. Okay.
What were you expecting it to taste like?
Fine. Get the Pop Rocks. Because that's cotton candy on another level.
There's Pop Rocks in the cotton candy? I don't know how I feel about that. Pop Rocks have a time and a place. I think I might like that.
I just looked down.
It's because you're a 5-year-old, Anna. We've already covered this.
Okay.
How do you get cotton candy on your shirt? Like, for real, though. How does that happen? It's not like ice cream.
I hope you were worth it. You were. Okay, so this has gotten worse. So I have an idea. I was force tap underneath this. And since I cut all the tags out, this is what you learn as a messy person. T-shirt.
How does that make it better? Now the sticky's going to be on your skin.
How will they know?
Touché. I drove on Broadway once. It was to get back on the interstate.
We took a little break because my feet were hurting. And I made the tough call that this walk meant that I couldn't go to a Broadway show because I'm going to crash real hard after this. This was really hard. Which is like super embarrassing to say because like literally a month ago I ran a 5K.
Her words, not mine. The only defense I will give her is that she has stopped a lot to look at a lot of things, right? And she's had a couple side quests, which I think is unavoidable in someplace like, well, like New York City. So her 2-mile walk really isn't really 2 miles. It's kind of like 2 miles and some change. And it's definitely taking more time than it would normally take if you just walked straight there, right? So I'll give her that much. However, this is going to wipe you out so much that you can't go home, take a nap, and go to a Broadway show afterwards? This is your day? Is getting a bagel? Okay, let's go.
But part of going off all my anti-inflammatories and not being able to take Advil and my body just...
Okay, so this is pre-surgery because she can't have any of these things going into surgery. They want you to purge all of it out of your system for about 2 weeks.
Rebelling against life is this. It's a lot more sitting and a lot slower pace, and I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I do not like it. So we took a little break, but now we have to get moving because the bagel place closes at 5 and it is 4 something, and we still have about a half mile to walk. So we're gonna go.
I guess that answers my question as to why she can't go home, take a nap, and then go back out. It's already the evening.
We're gonna get our bagel because that's what we came here to do. And if I walked all that way and there was no bagel, I'd be so pissed.
We call this foreshadowing.
And I'm already mad at my body. I don't need to be doubly mad at myself for poor decision making. So
You
off
are
we go.
such a joy. It's a bagel. I don't know what that is.
Can't see it. It says portal is asleep. It'll be back up at 8 a.m. So I guess I can't flash the portal.
Eh?
Guess what we freaking are? Bagels. You know this? I really thought this was a good idea. I don't know if it was a good idea now.
At any point, you could have stopped and gotten a cab. It's New York. They're kind of famous for them. I had a New York cabbie, the one and only time I've been to New York. He was a joy. He kept trying to convince me to join the military, but he was pleasure.
That's where I'm at. I I don't know if I made the right choice, but I'm getting 2 bagels. I'm doubling down.
Well, that'll make everything better.
Don't have Callum on the cream cheese.
Wah, wah. So what's the big deal about Thompson? What was it? Tompkins? Tompkins Square Bagels. Let's see what the wiki has to say. Oh, do they have a website? Tompkins Square. Hey, little Tompkins Square Bagel shop in New York. Oh, they have a couple different locations, it looks like. I think she went to the 2nd Avenue one, she was saying. Okay. I don't think you'll cater my event, Tompkins. Ooh, it's a bagel thing. Is that cream cheese with sprinkles? Peanut butter and Nutella. Ooh, horseradish. Tofu. Bacon and scallion. Oh, yeah. Let's see. We ship on Gold Belly, so maybe they will cater my next event. About us. Why is Tompkins the thing? I knew the bagels were going to be great. After all, I had worked alongside some of the best in the business. I got my start at Bake City Bagels in Gravesend, Brooklyn, home of what I believe to be the best bagels on the planet. Alumni of this tiny shop have gone to open up some of today's top bagel spots, including the Bagel Hole, the Bagel Store, and Court Street Bagels. As a kid, I was lucky enough to work alongside and learn from the owners of all of those wonderful shops while at Bake City. So there's like some kind of like genealogy. There's like a bagel genealogy going on here, and they're all coming out of, where was this? Bake City Bagels. A local artisan and small batch purveyor long before others of either of those terms were cool or hip. My old boss, Steve, put an extreme care into every aspect of the bagel making process. Steve paid great attention to even the most minute detail of his operation. As a worker, you only had one option while performing a task in front of Steve. Do it the right way. Steve sounds like a joy. Just a sheer pleasure. Oh, and you were 15. Them labor laws, eh? When asked to write the about for this website, I was told it might be a good idea to provide a mission statement. I don't care. I assume your mission statement is to make bagels and make money. Make money, make money. Okay. So we learn a lot about Steve and how this guy came out of Bake City Bagels. It sounds like they're just kind of like riding Bake City Bagels coattails. Like, I don't really understand what makes them special. I'm assuming their food is good. The Murray the Cop. All right. Excuse you, the Jersey. Excuse you. There's no Philly on here. Actually, there probably is. I feel kind of insulted. There's no Philly steak bagel. Steak and cheese bagel. There is an El Chapo, though, so that's pretty funny. The Garrett Jones. I don't know who you are, Garrett Jones, but you got a bagel. The Chuck D. So they make bagel sandwiches. Bagel sammies and bagels. Plain light scallion with bacon, jalapeno cheddar, lox, olive, pimento, sun-dried, veggie, wasabi, chipotle avocado. Drop the avocado, but put the chipotle in. Birthday cake. On a bagel. Chocolate chip cookie dough, carrot cake, espresso, peanut butter, and Nutella. Why would you do that to Nutella? Apple cinnamon, walnut raisin, mixed berry, strawberry, blueberry, and pumpkin. And then they do a bunch of tofu ones. They do some tofu ones. Not as many. But what bagels do you have? Bakery? Is that what I'm looking for, maybe? Balthazar croissants? Vegan cookies? Oatmeal bars? Donuts? Nope. So, I don't know what kind of bagels they do. I'm guessing they do the typical spread. I just put breakfast, maybe? No. Bagels, there we go. Ooh, French toast bagel. That sounds good. Cinnamon bagel, blueberry, bagel with butter, Bagel with flavored butter. Bagel with earth balance. This is hilarious. Let's see. Plain whole wheat sourdough, sesame, poppy, multigrain, salt, garlic, everything, French toast, whole wheat everything, cinnamon raisin, pumpernickel spelt with flax. That sounds... I like a good pumpernickel. Blueberry, chocolate chip, and pumpkin. I don't know what the asterisk means. We offer specialty and seasonal items. Check our order page for our most current offerings. Whole bunch of fruit and nut butters and a whole bunch of add-ons. It's a bagel. They have some cute ideas. I like it. I don't really know what makes them so special. I'm assuming it's like a locals thing. Anna did live in New York for a while, so there's that. I don't know. Have you ever been to Tompkins Bagels? Is it all that in a bag of chips? Is it the best bagel in New York? What is the best bagel in New York? I don't know. It's a very big city, so I'm assuming there's some kind of bagel rivalry. Just going off of Philly and the fact that there's at least 2 cheesesteak rivalries here, so... which I find hilarious. Anyway.
Don't have Kalamata cream cheese. It's okay. I'm just gonna have to branch out and try something new. Now that I have the bagel in hand, I just want to be home. I want to eat my bagel in bed in peace. So we're gonna get a cab, we're gonna go to the hotel, and then I'm gonna put my feet up and eat my bagel like the queen I am.
No, thank God. I thought we were gonna have to do two more hours of you walking home.
No, like seriously, I earned this, and I want to devour it in the
You've earned this?
sanctity of my hotel room.
She seems very food aggressive right here. Like, she's very aggressive about this food. I have an inkling of what happens at the end. I'm not looking forward to it, by the way.
Just looked at my Apple Watch, and this 2-mile walk, what I thought was a 2-mile walk, became a 3-mile walk. Which is
Kind of goes into what I was saying earlier, where she, you know, she's done so many little side quests and stuff. It just kind of adds. But, you know, whatever. Good for you, I guess.
fine. Normally that would be fine.
Dude, you just walked another 3K. Weren't you just going on about how you ran a 5K? 5K. Yeah, 5K is 3 miles, so you literally just walked another 5K. This should have been nothing for you, right?
Right now, I'm fragile.
You're fragile?
So this was at 1 when we left, and now it's at 4.27. So 3.27 miles is what we cleared to come down here and get a big one. And that's why I'm exhausted.
I'm not saying I wouldn't be exhausted, especially if it's hot, because I know that we're all going through a little bit of a heat wave here. So I just keep coming back to, yeah, I get hot, I get cranky, I get thirsty, I get hangry, I get these things, I do. I don't film it and then share it on the internet. There's no value in this. All it does is show your followers that ugly side of you that you can't take back. Like, even if she does decide to delete this video, which she might, it's like the Target haul video, or the Target redressing the mannequin video. You can't take that back. It's there now. Everyone's reacted to it. Everyone's seen it. Same thing's going to happen with this one. Even if she decides to take it down, which she might, I don't know. It's not going to end well because we've all seen it now. Your followers have all seen it. All, you know, 0.5 million of them, because there's no way in hell I believe you have 2.2 real subscribers.
I got home. I immediately put on my pajamas and I was so excited because I opened my bagel and I'm like, I can't wait to eat my pumpernickel bagel because it's my favorite thing, like pumpernickel. Like, I'm an old man at heart, and you know what? It's not pumpernickel.
Oh my God. Play the dramatic music. Cue up the violins.
They messed it up. It's not even the right bagel.
I think you got someone else's order.
It's not even the right cream cheese.
She is disgusted and very unhappy. And here's where you should have just went, oh well, and cut the camera. Just stop now. There's another 2 minutes left. Can we guess what's going to happen in those 2 minutes?
It's oat. It's an oat bagel with, I'm not exactly sure. I think it's veggie cream cheese.
You got someone else's order.
So, like, somebody else probably has my order. This is probably somebody else's bagel.
Bum, bum, bum. I'm sorry, this is very cringy for me, so it's kind of difficult for me to get through. So if I stop and make stupid comments from here on out, it's because I really don't want to watch this. Because I'm getting, like, secondhand embarrassment here.
Well, what a way to end this video.
Just end the video, Anna. She is literally crying. Oh my fucking gosh. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna let this play. I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna drink my coffee. I'm gonna wait for her to get done. And we're all going to witness this together. I really don't want to watch this part.
I walked 2 damn miles in pain for a bagel. I didn't even get the right bagel. I don't think you guys know how hard that was for me. And I'm like, I don't know whether to cry or laugh because God, sometimes you just can't win. Sometimes you just can't win. Well, I walked 2 miles for a bagel and I guess I didn't get it. Well, I'm gonna go figure out what this is. I'm afraid because I literally don't know what cream cheese it is, and I'm like, I don't want to try it on camera because I don't know what it is. Straight up, I don't know what this person ordered that I got. So I'm just gonna go and make peace with this. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and I hope if you too are chasing a bagel that you get it, that your luck is better than mine.
The worst thing that happened to you today is that you didn't get the right bagel. That's the worst thing that happened to you today, is you didn't get the right bagel. Girl, are you really sure this is what you want on the internet? The only thing I can think at this point is that she's doing it on purpose because she knows this will get attention to her channel. Otherwise, I don't understand. I don't understand why she thought this was a good idea.
I ordered it this morning because I needed to have my bagel. I needed to have it. You know what? It's a happy ending to a once sad tale about a girl who walked 2 miles for her bagel.
Such a dainty little bite. Anna, stop. Eat the food like a normal fucking person. Anyway, I don't care. I think the fact that you had a 30-second clip on there of you getting the fucking bagel after all of that is ridiculous. If you had cut it at the end way, 2 minutes earlier and you were just like, oh my God, I got the wrong order, that sucks. And then cut it before you started crying and sobbing and whining about how you deserved a better bagel and like this is the worst thing that's ever happened to you and you just can't win and some days are just the worst. It's a fucking bagel, Anna. Why didn't you check your order before you left? Like, who doesn't check their order before they leave? Anyway, and then to follow it up with your 30-second clip of you getting your bagel, that would have been funnier if you had cut the video 2 minutes earlier before you started crying and whining on the video. Now, it just looks like somebody placated a 3-year-old who was throwing a temper tantrum, because that's basically what has happened. You got home, you threw a temper tantrum about your bagel, you even had cream cheese on your face. How did you have cream cheese on your face if you didn't taste it? Like, it was here on your cheek. Did you just wipe it there? Like... Okay. Anyway, Anna and the New York Bagel. I guess they're just that good that if you get the wrong bagel from Tompkins Bagel that you're gonna have a freaking meltdown. I'm sure Tompkins Bagels is really appreciating this attention to their company that Anna has provided them. So there's that. All right, what does she write here? In this Glitter and Lasers travel vlog, I walk 2 miles to get a bagel from my favorite New York City bagel shop. Right now, dealing with increased pain from lipedema, staying motivated to stay moving is critical. And I've found making silly goals like walking 2 miles for a delicious bagel help me keep moving and push through the pain. All right, so this is clearly a pre-surgery vlog. There's some kind of conspiracy going on about her fingernails. I don't get it. Whatever. But these are the orange fingernails for those of you keeping track. So she's in New York. I don't remember why she went to New York. I don't know if we were told why she went to New York. Anyway, she was in New York before she flew to LA to get her surgery. Or was her surgery in New York? My timeline's off. Anyway. Pre-surgery, but post 2 weeks or concurrent with the 2 weeks where she has to stop taking all of her medications and stuff. Honestly, though, I know she wants to say that, like, she's in more pain because she's not taking, she can't even take Advil or anything like that. I know she wants to say that she's acting like this because she can't have her meds, but, like, this is how Anna always acts. Anna always acts like this in every vlog that she does, especially any vlog where she has to put forward any kind of physical effort, like long walks or long hikes, anything over like a quarter of a mile, and she starts to melt down like this. She always does. Every vlog, she has the same meltdown. This time, she's blaming the fact that she's not on medications. And I mean, I'm not going to say she's not in pain because I have no idea. But I will say that if this is her excuse this time, what was her excuse in Hawaii? What was her excuse in the Bahamas? What was her excuse on, where was she? The rock caves. I think she was on the Virgin Islands. What was her excuse in Disneyland? What were her excuses then as for her shitty behavior, or her excuse when she was in Portugal? What were her excuses for her shitty behavior then? Because during all of those, with I think maybe the exception of the Disney one, she was on her meds. She was taking Wegovy. She was a fitness queen during most of those. I don't know about Portugal, but the rest of those, she was, working out 30 minutes, 5 times a week. And she was lifting heavy, and she could pick up full-grown men, and she was walking 5 to 6 miles a day, you guys. So what was her excuse during all of those other travel vlogs where she had the exact same meltdown? Like, whatever the purpose of, whatever the trigger was, she still had the same freaking meltdown in every single travel vlog. Anna's just bad at travel. But again, this is, I think, definitely falls under intent versus reception. She intended the end of this to be funny and quirky and ha ha ha. And again, I think it might have been if she had cut the video right after she realized she'd gotten the wrong bagel, and then had just been, oh darn, I got the wrong bagel, should have checked my order, cut. And then done that, then it would have been funny. This just comes off as, like I said again, placating a small child who was throwing a temper tantrum all day or all night. I don't mind that it took her however long to get to the bagel shop. She sucks at being a tour guide. Does her phone not work? Can she not do what I did and Wikipedia or Google the about pages for these places that she went to? Grand Central Station is a well-known national landmark. How do you not know anything about it? Like anything about it. And also, it takes like 2 seconds to just Google the history of Grand Central Station. It's gonna come up. Like, you could have just read factoids off of your phone. It would have been better than, oh, look, it's an old building. It's just ridiculous. It's so low effort and so, why are we here? Kind of a thing. She didn't even really show us anything at Grand Central. She just kind of panned around the ceiling once in the main atrium and then was like, oh, look, I can't take a picture over there because some other guy is taking pictures. Well, I guess we'll go then. Don't throw a temper tantrum, Anna. It's just that kind of crap. Anyway, And then to go on about how the kid and making fun of the kids who are dancing on the streets. Okay, what was the point of that, Anna? That was really bad optics for you, by the way. We've seen you dance, and people do give you money because we watch it. So maybe don't throw stones. I'm just saying. It's just a very, I can see why this isn't getting good reception from the audience, at least here on YouTube, just because like Anna's attitude's becoming pretty infamous at this point. So unless she's going to lean into it, which she might, she's just not getting the views and the attention that she wants, I think. So, and of course, if any of us say anything, we're all evil people because like, she's in pain, you guys. She can't walk right because she's in pain. Didn't you literally go to Run Lab for like 3 months just to learn to relearn to walk correctly? Like, what are we doing here? But anyway, if you've made it this far in the blog, it's not a blog. If you've made it this far in the video, leave a bagel down in the comment section. Surely to God, there's a bagel. Let me know what your favorite bagel is. Have you ever been to Tompkins? Let me know. I know nothing of Tompkins other than the website, and also their about page is not that great. It doesn't really tell me anything. They do have some tasty sounding stuff, and their photographer has definitely made their menu look delicious. So, I mean, I wouldn't not eat them, I guess is what I'm saying. So buttons. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. And that's all I've got. That's all I've got for this. This is just another one of Anna's very bad optics videos that I'm sure may not exist for much longer. Who knows? Maybe she'll leave it up. I don't know. Why isn't she posting any of her travel stuff on her travel vlog? Her travel vlog probably has a more accurate reflection of her actual follower count on YouTube. Was it Adventures? GlitterAndLazers Adventures has 20.2k subscribers. She put up 113 videos on there. She hasn't posted anything since Lisbon. And that video got 8k views. So, pushing myself. Am I really happy? So, this is probably more reflective of Anna's actual viewership, is the 20.2k subscribers. Because that's about the interaction she gets with her. Yeah, see, these numbers are a lot more in line with her stuff. But anyway, this channel is basically defunct. She hasn't posted anything in 9 months, probably going on a year. She's probably not posting anything over here ever again. When was the last time she put a shorts up? I have no idea because they don't put dates on these things. I hate that. But there you have it. Your emoji is a bagel. Let me know what you think down below. Have you seen this? What do you think? Are you from New York? Some of you are. Tell me your favorite places in New York. Have you been to Tompkins Bagels? What's the best bagel in New York? And I will see everybody in the next one. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to my members. You guys rock. Thank you to everybody who's been supporting the channel. Thank you for everybody who's going to hit a thumbs up. Thank you for everybody who's going to hit the thumbs down. And I will see everyone in the next one. Bye.
This is my outro music. You can't copyright strike me because it's just me singing. This is my outro music. Thank you for watching. See you next time.